everybody, this is Adam from Average Joe's. We're going to run a couple tournament practice sessions with this deck that I've kind of put together. To me, it's fairly straightforward. I am not playing any Centaur healers. If I do play Centaur healers, probably cut out like Borderland Rangers and maybe the Silverblade Paladins, although I really like Silverblade Paladin in this deck for what it's done so far in the testing that I've had. Cloud Shift is kind of a cutesy card. Don't know if it's a mainstay in the deck or not. Again, could easily just cut Cloud Shift and Borderland Ranger out for Centaur healers. But anyway, I like the deck the way it plays so far, so let's jump into a game. Sure. And this is not really that good. We don't really have anything to take advantage of Arbor Elf with. Thragtusk is always nice, and we're pretty much going to get there with Borderland Ranger, so even though it's a little slow, we'll try it out. And of course, the forest comes second. He doesn't have any plays. Couple options here. We can play Borderline Ranger, attack for 1, or we can play Rancor and pass. I think for now I'm just going to get in for 1 and then play the Borderline Ranger, because then I can play Thragtusk after that. Or I can play the Rancor and then the Thragtusk the turn after. Well, that's definitely dying. So I think our best play, we want to kill the Ajani now. The question is, do we want to waste an Oblivion Ring on it? I would rather just Rancor up the Borderline Ranger and save Thragtusk for the turn after. And we were not really losing any card advantage. Silverheart, now that's a beating. Let's Silverheart up our Trampler. Attack. I mean, in the other guy's defense, he's not really doing much. Day of Judgment's not in the format as Day of Judgment, so it doesn't look like he's playing any blue. Probably playing a similar deck to what I'm running, except I'm not running any Ajanis. Choosing to run Silverblade Paladin pretty much over Ajani. So now what do we want to sideboard? Knowing obviously they're always going to have Ajani. Oblivion Ring would probably be a good pick. I really like Garrick in this matchup. Fights a lot of guys. Cloud Shift seems kind of weak. Could bring that, and bring in another flyer. I like this card. It's good against aggro. It's kind of like my Nighthawk of this deck, if you're wondering why it was in there. It beats Searing Spear, Pillar of Flame, blocks all the aggro guys without dying. It does come out on turn 4, which is a little slow, obviously. Don't ask me why I didn't play Temple Guard in there. Now we can play it and look like a smart player. A Smiter. Well, I'm pretty sure we just have to O-ring the Smiter here. I really hate doing it, because I'd rather save him for something like an Ajani. But he's probably sandbagging Ajani. So sure, we'll take the 2. And another. Well, this is interesting. I think at this point we're just gonna definitely play the Borderland Ranger. Get our forest and ship the turn. Looks like it might be taking 6. Because I think once we get a Silverheart in play, it's pretty hard for us to lose unless he has like an O-ring, or we can just lose almost now. If he attacks with both, we're in good shape. Sweet. So 8, 10 will be at 14. So 8, 10 will be at 4. It's a good trade. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. And that's bad for us. So, obviously, I think our best play, one target creature, might just be Silverheart. Because we could Fiend Hunter his guy and kill it, and then we have to block Fiend Hunter on this guy, and we're taking 2. But if we Silverheart, he may not even attack. We'll try this out. And we won't even attack. No need to. Playing a little bit more defensive. I mean, Johnny kind of sucks, is -3, but it gives us a couple turns. We have Restoration Angel, so it's not the worst. And that's kind of bad. Another card I'm not running is Smiter. Kind of running Fiend Hunter over it. I think it's pretty good. But especially things like Grizzlebrand, Angels, and stuff running around, it's just good to have an answer for it instead of just a 4/4 do nothing. So I can actually block here and block here, and that way his thing dies, Smiter dies, that will become unbonded, will take 2, but then I can play a Restoration Angel and hopefully possibly get there. Now let's try that out. So that way then I'm not losing my Silverheart. And another Fiend Hunter. So actually, this could be pretty good. Fiend Huntering both his guys, and then attacking a Johnny. And sure, we'll Soul Bond. That's fine. Sure. Now we attack a Johnny. Kill. So now we can't die to a random Strangleroot Geist. We have a guy that's huge. Another Smiter. Smiter's fine at this point. All our guys are bigger. And almost the nuts. Be nice if we could Restoration Angel on the stack. I'm gonna pump this guy up. Then I could play Wolf here on this guy and There's like no chance of him getting through, even if he unbonds it. I'm not gonna get real greedy and attack, just in case if he has a removal spell. So if I attack with everybody, and then he just has like O-ring, then just be bad. Like I have to trade off a Silverheart for no reason. He gets back a Strangleroot Geist, and I would just lose. Enter Scoop Phase. Yep, and he shows his hand. Sick.